Hello. Recently, there has been an increase in interest in the crime of false accusation due to recent news coverage. Today, we'll explore what false accusation is and whether it can be punished. False accusation refers to the act of making false reports to law enforcement agencies even when there is no actual crime committed. It involves accusing someone of a crime despite the absence of any wrongdoing on their part. False accusations, also known as malicious or groundless accusations, are strictly punished as they waste the state's judicial authority and law enforcement resources. Let's delve into a case for better understanding. Mr. B received a breakup notice from his girlfriend, Miss A, a month ago. Angry, Mr. B claimed that Miss A had assaulted him by lightly pushing his face, saying she had blinded him. He then filed a police report against her, even obtaining a medical diagnosis for his supposed injury. However, a year later, prosecutors, suspicious of Mr. B's claim since his vision was not impaired, revealed that his accusation was false. The court sentenced Mr. B to 2 years of probation for false accusation. To establish false accusation, certain conditions must be met. 1. The report must contain false information, and the accuser must be aware of its falsehood. 2. The accusation must be made with the intention of subjecting the accused to criminal or disciplinary action. 3. The accusation must be directed towards a public office or official. Let's explore the aspect of false facts in the first condition. However, false accusation is not established solely because the accusation is based partly on false or exaggerated information, as long as the accusation has some basis in fact. In other words, even if there are slight falsehoods or exaggerations, it doesn't automatically constitute false accusation. Additionally, there are cases where the plaintiff misunderstands or accepts false facts as true when filing a complaint. In such cases, if you can objectively prove your innocence, you won't be punished for false accusation. In conclusion, if someone files a report or accusation without any intention to harm the other party, or if the plaintiff misunderstands or is mistaken when filing the report, they won't be punished for false accusation. Let's delve into the second condition. To establish false accusation in a criminal case, there must be intent. This includes not only deliberate intent to punish the other party with false facts, but also the possibility of unintentional intent, which acknowledges the possibility of being punished. Submitting a complaint to law enforcement agencies also implies intent, making it subject to consideration for false accusation. This also includes filing false reports through petitions or letters. Next is the third condition, reporting to a public office or official. False reports against entities such as fire stations, post offices, or district offices, where there is no authority to impose disciplinary action, do not constitute false accusations. With the recent increase in false accusations, penalties for false accusation have been strengthened. According to Article 156 of the Criminal Code, false accusation can result in imprisonment of up to 10 years or a fine of up to 15 million won. Moreover, aggravated penalties may be imposed under specific laws governing certain crimes. Additionally, if found guilty of false accusation, the victim can also seek compensation through civil lawsuits. False accusation inflicts significant societal harm, causing mental anguish to victims and wasting resources in investigative and judicial processes. Therefore, the punishment for false accusation is severe, and it's crucial for individuals to actively protect their rights if accused. Below are some frequently asked questions related to false accusation. How can one file a false accusation complaint? To file a false accusation complaint, one should first review the legal requirements with a legal expert. If it's deemed that false accusation has occurred, a complaint should be filed with the police or prosecution. The complaint should include the accused's personal information, the purpose of the complaint, and reasons for the accusation, along with supporting evidence. Can compensation be obtained for damages caused by false accusation? Holding the accuser criminally liable for false accusation. If someone has been criminally punished due to false accusation, they can seek legal action against the accuser. Claiming damages through a civil lawsuit. If one has suffered damages due to false accusation, they can file a civil lawsuit to claim compensation. The amount of compensation varies depending on the extent of the damages and circumstances. Today, we explored the crime of false accusation, which involves falsely reporting facts to criminally or administratively punish others. If you've been affected by false accusation or suspect being falsely accused, it's important to take proactive steps to protect your rights. False accusation cases are not always straightforward, so it's advisable to seek assistance from legal professionals to safeguard your interests. If you're unfairly accused and need assistance with preparing a false accusation complaint, please contact the following address. Thank you.